very sad. I just hope that they catch him, and fast.
Please note that this content is for adults only. Viewer discretion advised. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe, like, and share. Hello everyone and welcome to another live stream with me, Grizzly K. This is Grizzly True Crime and we are waiting for a press conference that's going to be taking place in the case that we've been following very closely, which is Rachel Morin's case. Man, so the police are saying, let me find the wording for you. They said apologies for the delay in the press conference. It's been postponed till 7:30 p.m. That's Eastern time. So yes, it'll be 1:30 in the morning for me. Good morning to me. Anyone in my time zone, good morning to you. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to all my moderators, to all my patrons, to all my members. Thank you all for being here. So basically, what they said is going to happen today. Colonel William Davis will present an update in the Rachel Morin homicide investigation to the media and present important potential suspect information. Now, man, I analyzed and overanalyzed that. I'm like, important potential suspect information. What do you guys think that means? I mean, I think it would be potential suspect information, maybe finding, I don't know, an item of interest there, which somebody might be able to recognize, meaning appealing to the public for information in case it helps them solve the case. Something like that. We shall see. Michelle Nicholas says, best true crime channel on YouTube. Thank you so much for being a member for 3 months. And to Veronica, I saw your message earlier. You said you became a member last night. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Okay, so no problem. Don't worry, guys. I'm awake. I'm here. I'm the suspense as well. I'm like, what is going on? So I actually have a little presentation that I've made for you because I've been, once again, down the rabbit hole. I've been looking at a few things today that I'm like, ooh, okay, let's see this. So while I'm monitoring Facebook, this is where the Hartford County Sheriff's Office will have the live stream. They said it's right there on Facebook. I must say, they do great. They've got a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, their own podcast. This police department is very 2023, huh? So, okay, what I want to show you is this. So, I know we've looked at this before, so this is just a little recap quickly of a few things. There's new things on this presentation now. If you have missed the other coverage that I've done on this case, please check it out because we've gone over everything. A 37-year-old mother of 5, Rachel Morin, went missing on August 5th on the Hartford Trail in Bel Air, Maryland. And then on August 6th, around, it was 1:07 p.m., her body was found in or near a culvert, like a tunnel, a culvert. And yes, the person who found her dad, spoke to the media and shared a lot of details, which I think then the police were like, don't listen to anything he says because they want to try to stop the information from just being out there, right? But by then it was a little too late, in my opinion. It was out there. But that is what we know so far. And there's a whole playlist for this case if you haven't followed it yet. And it would be a good idea to start at episode 1 because we did an entire presentation where Rachel worked, her routine, what she did that day, everything. We've looked at that. Linda, welcome to Grizzly Supporter. Okay. Thank you so much to all my mods for reminding everyone. Thank you, Copper Horse, for reminding everyone about the delay and on Twitter as well. And thanks to everyone who's already subscribed and liked and shared. You could share hashtag Rachel Morin. Okay. So what we're looking at here, I just keep going back to this because this person, Dan Gray, said, Hartford County Sheriff's Office, I saw her at 6:30. She was walking out of the parking lot and made a left onto William Street, left a message on the detective's voicemail, and then Richard Tobin, Rachel's boyfriend, said, you saw her not on the trail? I think that's very interesting. If that's true, that somebody saw her leaving at 6:30, it makes the case just that much more mysterious. Like, so leaving the trail and then what? You know what I mean? Dana Bullbrook, thank you so much. You're saying watermelon fun. I just finished a watermelon today, so thank you. I will buy another one tomorrow. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just quickly go through this. I am monitoring the time, so it's another 25 minutes to go. I've just put together some stuff for you here. Now, I want you to think about what kind of killer would this be, because that's definitely, something on my mind. The victimology is very important, but what type of killer would we be looking at? You know what I mean? Who's this going to turn out to be? We do this in many cases. We cover here at Grizzly True Crime, of course. So let's get into that. Juxter says, Court TV is not planning to televise us now, but we're earlier. No, it's not. It's not cancelled. I think it's just delayed, right? They said they're updating us the whole time here on Facebook, the Hartford County Sheriff's Department. So it still just says delayed. Okay. So, let's consider these factors. The person likely knew the trail well or is from the area or visits often. The location where Rachel was found was off the trail, secluded, somewhere close to the road with many exit points. There's no cameras there, and it was close to dusk. This place would be closed. They say there's signs outside, no loitering, and that the park is closed at dusk. So if someone were to ambush Rachel on the trail, okay, I'm just going to say, like, let's say, knock her out or something, and then drag her towards those tunnels. That's what they said it looked like happened based on the evidence on the ground. The point is they could wait there until dark to then leave because it would be even more quiet, you know? So they take risks. Now I'm saying that because this would be somebody who takes risks. This victim had a big family, friends, lots of people who knew her. We often see perpetrators. If it is a serial killer type, for example, they would often target people who maybe wouldn't be missed so quickly or found so quickly, which is still very sad, but yes. Okay. So, they may have known Rachel's routine. If she usually went for a walk alone at dusk on a Saturday, for example, or many days after gym, maybe they got to know her routine just by watching. The killer allegedly ambushed her and caused bleeding from the trail and dragged her to the tunnel area based on what the woman who found her told her mom. Did they then take that rock with them? Did they have something like, I don't know, like a hammer with them? Did they use a rock? Did they, you know what I mean? How did they ambush her? What did they do? And because it's near the water there, that would be another location to then wash off hands and shoes and maybe even the rock and things like that. So to me, it's quite a carefully chosen location. Very intentional, right? Thank you so much, Vixen, for reminding everyone to like the video. Really appreciate it. So if the info that has been shared is true, then it seems like the killer continued to brutalize her and committed a violent personal crime. So, knock out, drag, and then continue to, based on what was described, right? Which again is very targeted, very personal. It doesn't mean it's not a stranger. It can still be. I'm just trying to think, you know. We're just thinking. Welcome to a think tank, Grizzly think tank. So, and then took her clothes off and put her on her back in the tunnel. That's like posing her. Or maybe trying to destroy DNA evidence as much as possible. You know, because the water would speed up the decomp and all of that. Maybe trying to destroy, you know what I mean, DNA evidence, something like that, or make a statement. We do not know if there was a sexual assault, but it is highly likely. Did the killer return? Because they could have actually left and returned to the scene in the night. We don't know that. To then take her phone, her AirPods, her clothing, her car keys. That's another possibility. I mean, somebody could have ambushed her, knocked her out. I don't like talking about this, but it's part of the crime, right? You have to, like, bludgeon her and then left and then come back later to do who knows what. You just never know, right? So, When I say did the killer return, I don't know if you guys remember the Happy Face killer. The Happy Face killer's daughter is actually the one who started the GoFundMe for Rex Heuermann's family. But the Happy Face killer, I was just reading a bit about that recently again, and they would return back to the scene sometimes. So, yes, we shall see. Now, motive, right? The motive would be possibly to humiliate, obliterate, to make a statement. So, some possible motives. Sexual, or like a sexual sadist, aka a serial killer type. Organized, calculated, likes the shock value. This could also be a serial stalker or a SO. I can't say too many YouTube trigger words all in one go, so I'm going to say SO for now. Okay, could be. It could also be revenge. The motive could be revenge. And by the way, there's been a couple of Grizzlies that have sent me some very interesting maps of SOs in the area, and they're all around there within a 3-mile radius. There's quite a few, so that's interesting too. It's very possible, you know. And sometimes if it is an SO, you can see what I mean by SO, right? Offender. They would start rather taking the victim's life so they can't get reported because they can't stop their addiction. You know what I mean? Bama says, oh, thank you so much. Welcome to Grizzly Supporter. Okay, so another motive could be revenge. And I make examples. It could be custody battles that she's having with the 3 dads of her children. It could be an ex-boyfriend. It could be a fling. Someone else's ex. And I mean, I've seen it speculated quite far and wide that it could be a female perpetrator. In my opinion, I think it's a male, but you never know. Could be a female. Someone who felt entitled and rejected. A DV aggressor from the past. Could it be jealousy? For example, someone who is infuriated that she had an official boyfriend announcement just 2 days prior. So Richard Tobin announced this on August 1st, that they're in a relationship, and she posted about the relationship on August 3rd. So that's interesting timing to me. You know, I also wonder if was this graffiti always there? If anyone's local there, was that graffiti always there? And I don't want to overthink things if I really go into these rabbit holes. But I was just wondering because, you know, you just never know if somebody would actually make a graffiti mark there like that. Okay? I see all your comments. Thank you all for being here. Please keep sharing your thoughts. We've got just over 15 minutes until the press conference starts. So victimology, a 37-year-old mother of 5 children from Dover, New Hampshire, has her own cleaning business, dedicated to fitness, tanning, looking and feeling her best. She was active on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. We know Snapchat can be quite dangerous. I know that sounds very, old school of me or something, but we've seen a lot of cases where Snapchat and the location sharing is very dangerous. That's how stalkers can often really know exactly where you are at all times, right? If you share your location or something on Snapchat. So had lots of friends and family, enjoyed traveling, loved to party, was described as the light in the room by friends and family, and she was kind and empathetic. I'm basing that on an ex-boyfriend also saying she was the only one who was there for me when I really needed her. So, yes, I mean, all of this, could make someone extremely jealous or possessive or all of those things. You just never know. Just thinking, oh, you have it all, huh? You know, you just never know. Lucy, thank you so much for your $9.99. Look at your sticker. That's so cute. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Okay. Joanna says, I wonder if her autopsy has revealed anything. If it's done yet, bless her heart. I mean, we don't know. There could be other injuries on her body. You know, there could be all sorts of things. I'm not going to say lots of things that I've read today, all over the place from different cases. We'll just stick to this for now. Okay, so this was one of the posts that Rachel made in February. I believe it was her last post, which was in February. So she wasn't very active there on Facebook. But she said, risk can be dangerous, but routine can be deadly. Comfort has killed more dreams than daring ever did. And that is just so eerie, given the case. You know, routine can be deadly. If this was her routine, oh man, like, that is just scary. Okay, so now what I want to show you, I think it's on this next slide. Like, when did this happen? Rachel Morin's Facebook page was taken down for a bit and then it was put back up. I've seen that happen in many cases. I think the police would normally take it down and look for everything, which tells me that there is a possibility that they are thinking that this could be a stalker or an online stalker or something, right? But now that the page is back up, in her bio, she has her Snapchat and her Instagram linked, and her Instagram link goes to this, and it says negative AB, and then this dude is there. Now I say, when did this change happen? Because if it's someone that so much wanted to erase her face based on the injuries that were described, well, this could mean nothing. This happens to people. People, meaning on social media sometimes, people will hack your Instagram account and then just delete everything and put their own picture on or a random picture, whatever. This does happen. So this could mean absolutely nothing. But if this happened after her murder, wow, what a statement that would be, right? That would be like, okay, I'm going to take over your profile, delete everything, and put this picture right here. I mean, what? So just take it with a pinch of salt, but it would be weird if I didn't show you this. Yeah, and it's a negative AB. I don't know if it's like AB negative blood or what it means. And there's a name on here as well, which I was researching. This is a famous Bollywood actor, by the way, that this art is based on. It's Tarak, wait, let's see if I can still find it. Tarak Sai Pratik. That's what the name on the t-shirt is. Thank you so much, Laura. You say glad to be here with G and the Grizzlies. Thank you so much. So, I don't know, Tarak Sai Pratik. Don't know. I just know that this picture is based on an actor, famous Bollywood actor. So, could it just be a scammer that took over account? Sure, could be. Yeah, the presser is in 12 minutes or so. Okay. So when did that change happen? Just something I'm curious about. Pure speculation coming from Facebook, social media. Somebody said that the little quote that I've got there comes from a YouTube channel. I tried to filter for my own comments to see if it's from my channel. Like, where did the comment come from? And I can't find it, so it must be somewhere else. And somebody said her killer is a married man with small children. He works for the school system. He's a family guy. The new boyfriend, who has a past, is innocent. This married man that she used to have on and off relationships, lives around the area. He's a sociopath and would not take no for an answer. I'm saying speculation. This person is talking as if like this is what's happening, but you just don't know. So I'm just putting it out there. It'll be interesting to see later, if any of that panned out. Now, here's another interesting one, right? Remember this teacher that went missing? Mariam Sylla, a teacher at the Dora Kennedy School in Greenbelt, MD, Maryland, vanished on July 29th, and she was last seen in the 6500 block of Lake Park Drive. Her son told police that she didn't come home from a walk in a neighborhood park. Well, her son has just been arrested on unrelated charges, and I'm like, what? Well, they say traffic charges. Okay, traffic charges. But anyways, that's an odd time to be like, that's it, now we're arresting you on traffic charges. Maybe it's just because they were speaking to him because his mother's missing. But anyway, then when I was deep diving this for more updates and like, wait, why is the son arrested? What's going on? There's a little article I came across that says Greenbelt Police also said Thursday they have no information that might link Sylla's case to the discovery of 2 unidentified bodies in other parts of Prince George's County found in the past 2 weeks. What? I'm like, excuse me? There's 2 other unidentified bodies found in other parts of Prince George's County? So then I went to the maps, of course. I looked at that. If we don't have time before this presser, we'll look at it after. They say, meanwhile, the search for Sylla is now featured on the Black and Missing Foundation website, which reports cases involving missing people of color that can drag on 4 times longer than other cases. No traffic fine type of. Okay. So we're going to be looking at this in maybe after. There's a lot that I want to share here with you. Let me just quickly go here. I just quickly want to show you the map, okay? Okay, I'm back with you. Let's just put the map on for you. There we go. So I just took to the maps to be like, sorry, what? Where were bodies found? Excuse me. And it's all here. Never mind that there's another missing girl too. Jessica Abarca has been missing since July 29th. That's another one. You see, I know there's lots of missing people in lots of areas and all of that. I get it, but I'm like, could there be a serial killer? There actually could be. We just don't know. Now, again, here in Bel Air, Maryland, this is where Rachel Morin's body was found. And if we go south past Baltimore, Jessica Abarca has been missing since July 29th. We haven't discussed that yet. I'm just telling you a random name now. You'll be like, who is that? We can go over it later. I'm just warming you up for the press conference that we've got lots to discuss. And this Shrom Hills Recreation Center is where Mariam Sylla went missing from and has not been found. And her son lived here with her. And she's a teacher, so I don't know what kind of work he does. You know what I mean? So I'm not really trying to speculate about him, but I'm like, interesting. They arrested him on unrelated charges to his mother's disappearance, is how they word it. Did he also work in the teaching field or not? Right? Anyway, and so another body was found here and another one here. The two unidentified bodies were found here. Damn. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the radius here of basically what we're looking at. It's not far from each other. Man, if we go like this, look there. Very interesting. Okay, now let me quickly just let me see the time. Okay, we've still got 8 minutes. I quickly want to find that article, just hold on. I've got everything pinned here for you, just hold on. Son, there we go. Okay. Here, they say son of missing Greenbelt teacher arrested on 5-year-old traffic charges. Prince George's County, the son of a missing Prince George's County elementary school teacher, has been arrested and is being held without bond. You see, the whole without bond thing takes it to a high level for me personally. But it could be completely unrelated to anything. I'm just saying that's a very interesting arrest. And then now they're like, damn, press conference. So we'll see what they say in this press conference. But they say here, been arrested, held without bond, 7 news learned on Wednesday. But the current charges against him are unrelated to his mother's disappearance. Mariam Sylla, a teacher at the Dora Kennedy School in Greenbelt, Maryland, vanished on July 29th and was last seen in the 6500 block of Lake Park Drive. Her son told police she didn't come home from a walk in a neighborhood park. Greenbelt Police Department have said they found no clues to her whereabouts despite extensive searching and community outreach. They've also said they had no indication of foul play, while making it clear it doesn't mean that they don't suspect foul play. 7 News learned that Sylla's adult son, Muhammad, was arrested in early August on a list of traffic charges dated to June 2018 and a failure to appear in a court warrant. The Maryland State Police is the charging agency. He's appeared for bond reviews, has been ordered held without bond. That is unusual for traffic cases. He's currently being held at the Howard County Jail. Oh, so now he's at the Howard County Jail. Okay. Last Thursday, Greenbelt Police Chief Richard Bowers said during a press conference that Mariam Sylla's adult son, who lives with her, had been cooperating with authorities. Her disappearance has prompted tremendous community interest. Her friends held a vigil last week, and several attended the police press conference hoping for good news. So I find that quite interesting. Here's a little piece about the unidentified bodies. I'm trying to go a bit fast because we've got like 6 minutes left. Maryland State Police investigating the discovery of a body in Prince George's County. This is one of the other unidentified bodies found. August 1st, 2023. Maryland State Police are investigating the discovery of a body this afternoon in Prince George's County. Shortly before 4:30 p.m., troopers from the Maryland State Police Forestville Barrack responded to a report of a body located on the grass along the on-ramp from Woodyard Road to southbound Branch Avenue. The individual has been declared deceased at the scene by Prince George's County emergency medical personnel. Investigators from the Maryland State Police Homicide Unit and Criminal Enforcement Division South Region, along with crime scene technicians, responded to the scene. Troopers from the crash team also responded and are assisting with the investigation. The decedent has not been positively identified. The road was temporarily closed while the scene was processed. So that's all very interesting, right? Let me quickly show you this. They say Hartford County Sheriff's Office to provide potential suspect information in Rachel Morin homicide case. Hartford County, Maryland. The Hartford County Sheriff's Office is expected to hold a news conference later today about the Rachel Morin homicide investigation, according to an email from the Sheriff's Office. The email said the office would present important potential suspect information. The mother of 5 was found dead along the Ma and Pa Trail in Bel Air, Maryland on the afternoon of August 6th after being reported missing the previous night. Morin left her home about 6 p.m. on August 5th. When Morin did not return home, her boyfriend reported her missing. So that is what we're expecting there. And if we go to the Facebook page here, Hartford County Sheriff's Office, they say apologies for the delay. The press conference has been postponed until 7:30 p.m. And here they say Colonel William Davis will present an update in the Rachel Morin homicide investigation to the media. It was going to be 4 p.m., then they changed it to 7:30 and present important potential suspect information. You can watch live here on Facebook. So what we're going to do is go to the live button here, and it should be happening here. So that's what we have there. Another thing I was thinking of, I'll just keep this here so we have it. Another thing I was thinking of is that there's a lot of bicycle trails there, like bike trails, right? What if someone went through, not the tunnels where she was found, there's another tunnel very close to it as well. So what if someone like cycled away? You know what I mean? They could get away quite fast, but all along those trails, you just never know. You know? Okay. So just remember as well that on August, wow, it's already August 18th for me because it is now Friday for me because it's 1:30 in the morning. On August 19th, Saturday, there's going to be a memorial walk for Rachel Morin. The family will be out there. There was actually another walk that was organized before, and I found it very interesting how the family was very upset about that. Like, we didn't authorize you to do that or put her face everywhere and make a flyer and all that. So that was interesting. We can look at that later too, because I have some clips to show you. Okay? So, yes, they've got good... I'm just refreshing in case we miss it. We don't want to miss it. Okay? If you find it anywhere else, you let me know. I'm looking. Okay. Rachel Morin. It's just my feed that comes up. I'm just checking. They said it'll be live right here on Facebook. That's what they said. So we are looking for that. Okay. Here they say you can watch live here on Facebook. Okay. We're waiting for live here on Facebook. How do we know when they're live? KPM is like press conference over. No. It's only starting in 2 minutes. Okay. In 2 minutes it will be starting. Let me quickly see if I can find that video I made for you, which is this one. Jan Morin says, thank you for all your hard work for us. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I hope that all made sense. Can you believe it? That there's 2 other unidentified bodies. Mariam Sylla is missing. And where's this other one that I had? Wait, this one. I'll quickly show you while we wait. I was looking at the Maryland missing. There's a lot of missing people. Okay. Missing adult as well. So I was just browsing here. Okay. Lots here. And then I came across this one and I'm like, wait, what? You know? Jessica is 29 years old. She's 5'7", 120 pounds. She's brown hair, brown eyes. She was last seen by an Uber driver after dropping her off at Tim's Motel, 4415 Washington Boulevard in Halethorpe, Maryland. Please call her mother, Jill, if you have any information that will help us bring her home. That's one of the people I'd put on the map there, which I was showing you. Okay, so I'm just going to refresh, because they should be on any minute. There you go. Good job. Let's boost it. No, sir, we can't hear. Why is there no sound? Sir. Wait. Mute. Unmute. I can't hear the sound. Sorry. Oh, everyone's saying no sound. Whew. I'm just freaking out here for a second. Oh my word. Come on, Sheriff's Department. There's no sound. Look at the side of their chat. No sound, no sound. Let's go. Let's type here as well. No sound. Cameraman.
"12 days ago, the Hartford County Sheriff's Office has been working around the clock to get justice for Rachel Morin and hopefully bring peace to her family. Since that first day, over 300 community tips had flooded our inboxes and emails. Her death has grabbed local, state, national, and international headlines, everyone with the same goal: find the killer and bring justice to Rachel. DNA evidence is part of nearly every modern-day investigation, and in Rachel's case, DNA evidence was collected by our Forensic Services Unit. That DNA was analyzed by the Maryland State Police, and it was ran through the National CODIS system. This DNA evidence has come back as a match, tied to a home invasion and an assault of a young girl in Los Angeles this past March. Unfortunately, that suspect has not been positively identified, but he did leave behind his DNA. Based on the DNA evidence, we consider the individual in the video we obtained from the Los Angeles Police Department and that we are about to show you on our TV screens to be the person that murdered Rachel Morin on August 5th. So we're now going to show the video.
Oh my word, you
Just so
guys.
everyone's aware, this video, after this press conference, this video will be posted on our social media.
You can hear, right? I boosted it. Yeah, I don't think law enforcement graffiti there, but yes, thanks.
All right, you want to play it one more time?
Yes, we can't see anything, man. What? There? Okay. Dude. How are we supposed to see that?
Okay. When you're ready, we're going to post it on our social media.
Thank you.
Based on our analysis of this video and witness observations, we believe the suspect to be approximately 5'9", 160 pounds, and of Hispanic descent. If you have any information about this suspect, we are asking you to please call our detectives at our tip line. And the tip line number is 410-836-7788. And we've also established a dedicated tip email address, and that email address is rmtips@hartfordsheriff.org. Again, that's RM as in Rachel Morin, tips at hartfordsheriff.org. We want to make it clear that we believe the suspect acted alone, and he doesn't represent the entire Hispanic community of Hartford County, who we are now partnering with to identify this suspect. I know I can speak for the sheriff when I say we are immensely proud of this community. Our community will not be defined by this tragedy. Our community is one that will work together to get the job done and bring this suspect to justice. In the meantime, in the light of this new evidence, I urge our citizens to use caution while walking on our trails and throughout our community. Be alert, walk with a friend, don't allow yourself to be distracted by your cell phone or headphones. And finally, if you see something that makes you feel uncomfortable or that you think is suspicious, act on those instincts and call 911. And lastly, we will continue our increased presence on the Mom Pod Trail. And now I'll open it up to questions.
Colonel, do you have any other details on what happened in Los Angeles, exactly where, or you know, anything about what this person did there?
So when it comes to the details about Los Angeles, that's the information that the Los Angeles Police Department has, and we were just going to refer people to the Los Angeles Police Department to get those details. Only thing I can tell you is an attack on a young girl.
Any word about a possible motive? Like, was Rachel missing any money or anything like that?
So we are not going to talk about the crime scene at this time because, as I've said in previous interviews, we don't want to talk about the crime scene or what happened at the crime scene because once we catch this person, we want to make sure we got the right person, and the only people that know what happened at that crime scene when we catch the person is us and that suspect. So we're not giving any details about that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're
Colonel,
fine.
again, how did you come across, what led you to this particular suspect, this person?
So we collected DNA from our crime scene. The Maryland State Police analyzed that DNA for us, ran it through the National CODIS system, and that came back as a match to the crime that occurred in Los Angeles, where they had recovered DNA from this person that you saw in the video.
The video that we watched, tell us about it. I mean, what Los Angeles Police released it to you, but what is it? Is it at his home? Is it at a scene of a crime?
That is at a home, and that is the suspect leaving the scene of the crime there.
And that was a home invasion and assault, you said, right?
Correct.
Of a little girl? Is that what you said?
A young girl. So I'm going to leave it at a young girl. I don't want to talk about the family there, but it was a young girl in the house that got assaulted.
What does this do to the case, Colonel? You have an image now of the person you think is believed to be
Correct.
responsible for this. What does that do for the case?
Well, I think now it kind of leads us down the path that we believe this was a person that Rachel probably didn't know. Maybe you could say potentially a random act of violence. And we're hoping that the community now can watch that video, and we also got still pictures that we're going to be putting out, and that somebody can identify him.
Have you narrowed it down to a certain area? Do you think he could still be like somewhere on the Montauk Trail? Or
We
something?
don't have any clue where he could be. We don't even know if he's still in Hartford County or in the state of Maryland, because obviously in March he was in California, and then here in August he was here in Maryland. So we don't know if he's still here or not.
Do you have any evidence that he was targeting people along that trail, or do you believe this was, completely random?
I'd only be speculating. We do not know.
Do you think he may be armed, any weapons or anything like that?
Again, speculation.
You described him, Colonel, as 5'9", 160, Hispanic male. Do we have an approximate age or?
Oh yeah, we believe he's in his low to mid 20s.
Do you know do you have a date for when the Los Angeles invasion happened?
I'm just going to put out that it was in March. The Los Angeles Police Department knows that we're doing this press conference, so if you called them, they would probably be able to give you that information.
How rare is this to have a DNA hit from the other side of the country? And can you talk about that whole process and how that worked?
I mean, this is the first time I've seen a hit in a case that I've been involved in that was that far away for a DNA hit. So I wouldn't say that it's unheard of, but certainly unusual.
But for the record, you don't have his name or
No, that's what we're looking
he,
for.
like where he lived or anything like that. Is he from LA or?
We don't know.
Okay.
We know nothing more about him other than he was in LA and committed that crime in March, and he was here in August and is the murderer, we believe to be the murderer of Rachel Morin.
To follow up on that question, you identified him through DNA evidence through this database. So there's no name associated with
No.
that?
No. There's no name associated because it's just evidence from a crime that was submitted. And his DNA on it, like being arrested and getting DNA, none of that is in the system. However, we are working with, we have called the FBI, and we are working with some of their DNA experts in their crime lab that try to help us further analyze this DNA.
Without compromising the investigation, can you tell us, Rachel was found,
Correct.
and it was determined that it was a homicide.
Correct.
Was there trauma? Was she beaten? What was the nature of the
All
homicide?
we've said so far, and I think we're going to leave it at that, is that it was a violent attack.
What's your message?
No
to
relationship at all between Rachel and the suspect.
Well, again, we just got this information last night. Not that we have been able to determine yet that we don't know of any relationship or that they were known to each other before this incident. So I can't really say, but right now, no.
Obviously, this is it already has the community on the edge right
Absolutely.
now. We have somebody out here who just murdered someone. What's your message to the community? Obviously, people are scared, out here.
Yeah, we want our community to be vigilant. Obviously, the Mom Pod Trail has been open since the day after Rachel was discovered. We have a very large amount of deployment on the Mom Pod Trail. We are going to continue that deployment until either this person is caught or we believe he's not in the area anymore. But our plan is to be vigilant for our community. Our community has been just tremendous with the support they give us and trying to figure out what's going on and calling in tips. And we're hoping that maybe even people from LA will see this interview and see that this person committed that crime there, and maybe somebody knows him. We believe and we hope that somebody who actually knows this suspect that's in the video will be able to identify him for us.
And forgive me if you said this. Are you revealing where the DNA was found?
No.
Was it under fingernails?
No,
or
we're not going to reveal that.
That video was from Los Angeles.
That video is from
after the assault.
Yeah, that is the suspect leaving the assault that occurred in March in Los Angeles.
Doorbell cam, right?
I mean,
Or home security cam.
yes.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions? All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Colonel.
Damn, and they ended so quickly, just like that. The live video is ended, they say. Okay. So, I just want to click out of it and see when it's uploaded properly, and then we can look at it again. There. Okay. So, whoa, that was shocking. Oh my goodness. Guys. There, okay, go back. That's what we want to see. Now, what I'm going to do for you, they did say they're going to share this on social media. It's just like so hectic how they've got his DNA from another crime, but they don't have a name. Whoa. Okay, so we're going to zoom in like this. Thank you so much, the love of reading. Now, there you go. This is what we're looking at, everybody. So, that would seem like a sexual predator, right? If we had to guess. We don't know that there was an assault essay. I would guess that there was. If there was in Los Angeles, this person committed a home invasion and assault of an LA girl, young lady. That tells me is stalker material, stalker type, right? You don't just like randomly go into someone's house, meaning you would have to watch for a while. I would speculate it's a stalker type. Whoa, and what a violent offender. 5'9", 160 pounds, Hispanic, aged low to mid-20s. So when it was speculated a budding serial killer, yeah, in this case, it probably was a budding serial killer. And maybe he was like, I'm going to take the victim out so that they can't report me. Damn. Berliner Flan says, I don't think he's still in the area and may also be involved with the others. I mean, damn, right? They said they don't think so, but this is very scary. So let's see what we could see from this video here quickly. Okay, slowly, we can watch it again, so don't freak out. We'll watch it again if we can't see.
All right, you want to play it one more time?
Yes. I'm pausing. Pause. There he is. Whoa. Okay. Somebody closed the door there. And I think that was from the... They said from him leaving where he committed the crime? Is that what it is? Because somebody closed the door there, right? My word. Okay. You guys are all like, what? Yeah. Tiny Dancer said, now we all know this monster's state hopping, and that's the scariest because it could be anywhere and possibly where one of us lives. Be vigilant and stay safe. Absolutely. Wow. And I wonder how he would, like, know the area. You know, he's sure seemed to know exactly where to attack Rachel. You know, what a vulnerable spot. Dr. Edward Moscow says, cannot seem to get back to Patreon. Okay, you can email me. Thank you so much for your sticker. That's very different to this, to YouTube. That's a completely separate platform. Thank you so much for your sticker, though. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we'll just go back a little bit again. I just want to see it one more time. Okay, here we go.
Posted on our social media.
Yeah, this is from a home invasion. Damn. Okay. I think they're going to play it one more time, then we could pause again.
All right, you want to play it one more time?
Side profile, everybody. Right there. Very interesting. They said this was from a home invasion and assault on a girl in LA past March. Okay, so all the tip line and everything is in the description box. Wow. I'm going to be wide awake for a while, aren't I? I'm like, what? 1:30 in the morning. I can't believe it. Okay. So I just wanted to, let me just quickly see what, let's go over this again, actually. Right, what type of killer could this be? Likely knew the trail, takes risks, May have known Rachel's routine, maybe via social media, we don't know. It seems like a stalker type. They allegedly ambushed her, okay. If true, the killer continued to brutalize her, committed a violent personal crime, then took her clothes off, put her on her back in the tunnel. Now I wonder if he took all that stuff with him, you know, her phone, like clothes and everything, right? Floating the River says, I guess that old married man with kids theory has been shot down. Well, we don't know. What if he is married with two young kids? Although, he's in his low to mid 20s, right? Oh, we could watch it again. You want to watch the press conference again, you guys? So we can go over every little bit again, even though the beginning, man, they didn't have the sound on. We were all like, what? Okay, so we do not know if there's a sexual assault, but it is highly likely, still valid. Did the killer return to take a phone, AirPods, clothing, or car keys, right? Yes, I know. Hope and Fear says there was an arm seen closing the door. I saw that. Craft Lady says he's not been arrested for them to have a name. So they're just saying the two. There was one time that the sheriff, I think he said the word arrest. That's why I'm like, arrested? You don't have the name, but maybe not arrested. The DNA was found at the scenes, and they've got the surveillance like this, the ring cam footage or whatever, and that's it. They don't know the name. So hopefully someone can recognize him. So please do like and share. The liking is to boost it into the algorithm. Share it. Hashtag Rachel Morin. Hopefully somebody can see that and be like, oh my word, I know him. And that video was from Los Angeles. Now this crime was committed in Bel Air, Maryland. Okay? So yeah, we can go over it one more time. Let's see. Let's go over this quickly one more time here. Motive. Sexual or sexual sadist. I would still go with that. A serial killer type. Organized, calculated, likes the shock value. I would still go with that. Or a serial stalker or sex offender. Yep. I would think so. Revenge. Probably not, unless he knew her somehow. I don't know. Jealousy. Infuriated that she had an official boyfriend announcement. Could be valid. Could be valid. Oh my goodness. So much stuff here. Huh? Yeah. Okay. So I can see you guys. I think you might want to see this again, right? Yeah. There's an arm. Yeah. We can play it like this. There's an arm shutting the door there, right there. There's somebody closing the door. So let's hear it one more time, because that's what we're here for. Even though I prepare a whole bunch of things for you, we're here for the press conference, so let's listen to it again, shall we? Round 2? Sorry, I'm just trying to resize it nicely for you. Okay, so let's go to here.
Everyone with the same goal: find the killer and bring justice to Rachel. DNA evidence is part of nearly every modern-day investigation, and in Rachel's case, DNA evidence was collected by our Forensic Services Unit. That DNA was analyzed by the Maryland State Police, and it was ran through the National CODIS system. This DNA evidence has come back as a match, tied to a home invasion and an assault of a young girl in Los Angeles this past March. Unfortunately, that suspect has not been positively identified, but he did leave behind his DNA. Based on the DNA evidence, we consider the individual in the video we obtained from the Los Angeles Police Department and that we are about to show you on our TV screens to be the person that murdered Rachel Morin on August 5th. So we're now going to show the video. And just so everyone's aware, this video, after this press conference, this video will be posted on our social media. All right, you want to play it one more time?
We're just watching it one more time to listen very, very carefully. Man. Thank you, Deborah.
Okay. When you're ready, we're going to post it on our social media. Based on our analysis of this video and witness observations, we believe the suspect to be approximately 5'9", 160 pounds, and of Hispanic descent. If you have any information about this suspect, we are asking you to please call our detectives at our tip line. And the tip line number is 410-836-7788. And we've also established a dedicated tip email address, and that email address is rmtips@hartfordsheriff.org. Again, that's RM, as in Rachel Morin, tips @hartfordsheriff.org. We want to make it clear that we believe the suspect acted alone, and he doesn't represent the entire Hispanic community of Hartford County, who we are now partnering with to identify this suspect. I know I can speak for the sheriff when I say we are immensely proud of this community. Our community will not be defined by this tragedy. Our community is one that will work together to get the job done and bring this suspect to justice. In the meantime, in the light of this new evidence, I urge our citizens to use caution while walking on our trails and throughout our community. Be alert, walk with a friend, don't allow yourself to be distracted by your cell phone or headphones. And finally, if you see something that makes you feel uncomfortable or that you think is suspicious, act on those instincts and call 911. And lastly, we will continue our increased presence on the Mom Pod Trail. And now I'll open it up to questions.
Colonel, do you have any other details on what happened in Los Angeles, exactly where, or
Okay, let's
anything
listen.
about what this person did there?
So when it comes to the details about Los Angeles, that's the information that the Los Angeles Police Department has, and we were just going to refer people to the Los Angeles Police Department to get those details. Only thing I can tell you is an attack on a young girl.
Any word about a possible motive? Like, was Rachel missing any money or anything like that?
So we are not going to talk about the crime scene at this time because, as I've said in previous interviews, we don't want to talk about the crime scene or what happened at the crime scene because once we catch this person, we want to make sure we got the right person. And the only people that know what happened at that crime scene when we catch the person is us and that suspect. So we're not giving any details about that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Again, how did you come across, what led you to this particular suspect, this person?
So we collected DNA from our crime scene. The Maryland State Police analyzed that DNA for us, ran it through the National CODIS system, and that came back as a match to the crime that occurred in Los Angeles, where they had recovered DNA from this person that you saw in the video.
The video that we watched, what did tell us about it? I mean, what Los Angeles Police released it to you, but what is it? Is it at his home? Is it at a scene of a crime?
That is at a home, and that is the suspect leaving the scene of the crime there.
And that was a home invasion and assault, you said, right?
Correct.
Okay, so it was a home invasion and assault. He left DNA there. They've got the video. They don't have the name because the DNA matches from the two crimes, one being a homicide crime scene, the other being a home invasion and assault. So I would connect the dots and speculate that this is a sexual predator, right? Speculating. So that's how they matched it, but they don't have the name. They don't know exactly who this person is, but they say they think he's 5'9". That's pretty specific, huh? 5'9", 160 pounds, Hispanic, aged low to mid 20s. So if anyone knows who he is, if you see that video and you identify him, you're like, oh my word, that I know exactly who that is. Please call the tip line. It could help solve this case. So I'm also waiting. I'm just monitoring to see if they share anything on the Hartford County Sheriff's Office soon, like while we're still live, because they said they're going to be sharing that surveillance video, but we've zoomed in here. Okay, we've seen it as zoomed in as we can here, but they're going to be sharing it on their Facebook page. And they also said they're going to share, I think they said some sketches or something. So we will look out for that. So let's just listen just a little more.
Little girl, is that what you said?
A young girl. So I'm going to leave it at a young girl. I don't want to talk about the family there, but it was a young girl in the house that got assaulted.
What does this do to the case, Colonel? You have an image now of the person you think is believed to be
Correct.
responsible for this. What does that do for the case?
Well, I think now it kind of leads us down the path that we believe this was a person that Rachel probably didn't know. Maybe you could say potentially a random act of violence. And we're hoping that the community now can watch that video, and we also got still pictures that we're going to be putting out, and that somebody can identify him.
Have you narrowed
This
it
was
down
totally-
to a certain area? Do you think he could still be like somewhere on the Maptime Trail? Or
We
something?
don't have any clue where he could be. We don't even know if he's still in Hartford County or in the state of Maryland, because obviously in March he was in California, and then here in August he was here in Maryland. So we don't know if he's still here or not.
Do you have any evidence that he was targeting people along that trail, or do you believe this was, completely random?
I'd only be speculating. We do not know.
Do you think
Damn, they do not know if it's completely random, if it's, online stalking or stalking of some kind. I mean, someone earlier said it could be that maybe they were staying in the area for a bit and going to the same gym, for example, that she went to. Why do we say that? Because she went to that Glow tanning studio at 2 and then apparently went to the Planet Fitness right after that. Then was dropped off at home and then went for that walk. So the thing is, if it was someone that was at the gym or hanging around even in the parking lot of the gym, things like that, he could have already stalked her from there, if you know what I mean? Like, okay, in the killer's view, like target acquired, and then follow her from there, because if he committed a home invasion and assault before, we just don't know if this would have been a potential home invasion and assault, but maybe he saw an opportunity. Maybe he did follow her. Maybe he was watching her house, for all we know. And I think her boyfriend dropped off at home and then went to his house. So maybe he's like, okay, she's alone, but there's a lot of kids there. And then she went for a walk alone. So he could have followed her there. Very sad. Yeah, Planet Fitness is worldwide, right? Jamie says nationwide. We have a lot of them in South Africa as well. So, oh, is that what you mean, membership? Okay, so Dem says if he belongs to Planet Fitness, he can go to anyone, anywhere, may have seen her there. I mean, now, the speculation would open. Imagine how many others he may have stalked and assaulted, or what the potential of a killer like him is. I mean, that is so scary. Okay, so let's just finish this up.
Think he may be armed, any weapons or anything like that?
Again, speculation.
You described him, Colonel, as 5'9", 160, Hispanic male. Do we have an approximate age or?
Oh yeah, we believe he's in his low to mid 20s.
Do you know do you have a date for when the Los Angeles home invasion happened?
I'm just going to put out that it was in March. The Los Angeles Police Department knows that we're doing this press conference, so if you called them, they would probably be able to give you that information.
How rare is this to have a DNA hit from the other side of the country? And can you talk about that whole process and how that worked?
I mean, this is the first time I've seen a hit in a case that I've been involved in that was that far away for a DNA hit. So I wouldn't say that it's unheard of, but certainly unusual.
Well, for the record, you don't have his name or
No, that's what we're looking for.
Like where he lived or anything like that. Is he from LA or?
We don't know.
Okay.
We know nothing more about him other than he was in LA and committed that crime in March, and he was here in August and is the murderer, we believe to be the murderer of Rachel Morin.
To follow up on that question, you identified him through DNA evidence through this database. So there's no name associated with
No.
that?
No. There's no name associated because it's just evidence from a crime that was submitted. And his DNA on it, like being arrested and getting DNA, none of that is in the system. However, we are working with, we have called the FBI, and we are working with some of their DNA experts in their crime lab to try to help us further analyze this DNA.
Without compromising the investigation, can you tell us, Rachel was found.
Correct.
And it was determined that it was a homicide.
Correct.
Was there trauma? Was she beaten? What was the nature of the
All
homicide?
we've said so far, and I think we're going to leave it at that, is that it was a violent attack.
What's your message?
No relationship at all between Rachel and the suspect.
Well, again, we just got this information last night. Not that we have been able to determine yet that we don't know of any relationship or that they were known to each other before this incident. So I can't really say, but right now, no.
Obviously, this is it already has the community on the edge right now.
Absolutely.
We have somebody out here who just murdered someone. What's your message to the community? Obviously, people are scared, out here.
Yeah, we want our community to be vigilant. Obviously, the Mom Pod Trail has been open since the day after Rachel was discovered. We have a very large amount of deployment on the Mom Pod Trail. We are going to continue that deployment until either this person is caught or we believe he's not in the area anymore. But our plan is to be vigilant for our community. Our community has been just tremendous with the support they give us and trying to figure out what's going on and calling in tips. And we're hoping maybe even people from LA will see this interview and see that this person committed that crime there, and maybe somebody knows him. We believe and we hope that somebody who actually knows this suspect that's in the video will be able to identify him for us.
And forgive me if you said this. Are you revealing where the DNA was found?
No.
Was it under fingernails?
No,
or
we're not going to reveal that.
That video was from Los Angeles.
That video is from
after the assault.
Yeah, that is the suspect leaving the assault that occurred in March in Los Angeles.
Doorbell cam, right?
I mean,
Or home security cam.
yes.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions?
And that's it. Okay, so they've just got the DNA from the home invasion and assault, and they've got the DNA evidence from this homicide crime scene. They ran that through the National CODIS database. They found a match. They have this video, so this guy has never been arrested, from what I'm understanding, and so he needs to be. And he'll be facing a lot of charges, I'm sure. And once they find who he is and show his face out there, I have no doubt there's going to be a lot of people coming forward that may have, encountered him. Wow. My goodness. Okay, so I think I've got some clips here for you. Just hold on one second. Let's just look at this.
The Morin Pod Trail to honor.
Sorry if that's a bit loud. Damn, that was loud for me. Okay.
At the life of Rachel Morin, whose body was found on that same trail Sunday afternoon. But not everyone supported the walk itself.
We live in a safe community and we should feel safe here.
Councilwoman Jessica Boyle-Sotos spearheaded the community walk. She says it was important to her to ensure people felt safe to continue to walk the Ma and Pa Heritage Trail.
They're scared to walk the trail, and we live in a very safe community, and at this point, when people don't feel safe, we need to do something about it.
Many people in the community joined in on the walk, each of them reflecting on the recent tragedy that took place over the weekend.
You know, this is a really great turnout for a Tuesday night. You can see that our community cares about each other.
Sean Wiseman says he heard about the murder and he wanted to show support in any way he could. He says joining the walk was important for him to do.
People should really be concerned and show support for one another, show support for, the deceased and their family. And that's what brought me out here.
Although many people in the community joined the walk, Rachel's family was not a part of it. A Facebook post from Rachel's sister, Rebecca Morin, says the family did not give the councilwoman permission to use Rachel's name.
I just want to show you that. Because I was like, this community walk and everyone was out there for Rachel, but then Rebecca Morin, Rachel's sister, said, my family did not give you permission to use my sister's name for anything. You better take her name off or expect to hear from our attorneys. Unbelievable. So many sick people trying to use her name to get publicity. Damn. Also, someone in the chat saying, can you please put up the picture so we can study it? If I had it, I would. Do you think we have a picture yet? We don't. We only have that video surveillance that they showed us, and we're waiting to see if they're going to be sharing a sketch or a picture or something. So yes, okay. I just wanted to show you this. So there is a walk that's actually happening, an official one organized by Rachel Morin's family this Saturday, August 19th. It's going to be like LED candles and flowers. So that is what's going to be happening. I'll just double check on the time again. But if you're in the area, you can join that as well.
For the flyer promoting the event.
Yeah, I had absolutely no intentions of upsetting the family or anyone that's involved in this terrible tragedy.
Councilwoman Boyle-Sotos says she only wants our community to feel safe and to find Rachel's killer and get justice for what happened to her.
Such a heinous act, and it shouldn't go unnoticed. We need to come out in numbers. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe we'll get some tips and we can help out with this investigation.
My heart goes out to, the loss of life, especially knowing a woman, a mother, had 5 kids, I think. It's a terrible tragedy. And
Now, although Rachel's family did not support the walk, Rachel Morin's family does have a GoFundMe to honor her and to help with funeral expenses and provide support for her 5 children. And we have that link on our website, WMAR2 News.
Okay, so what I have here, also some of you are saying play the video over and over. I literally did. I played it like 5 times now. So you could just go back, I'll timestamp it, and you can play it over and over. And I'm waiting for them to share. The Hartford County Sheriff's Office said they're going to be sharing that video on their Facebook page. So I'll make sure they just have. We'll look at it, okay? Now this was just a theory that I had of, okay, this channel credit is called Mike Paquette, a YouTuber. And he goes out there on the Ma and Pa Trail and cycles it. And I was just thinking, well, the killer obviously had to have an escape route, like to get out there quickly and maybe in an unsuspicious way. So if someone was on a bicycle just cycling out there, that would, in my opinion, be one method. Otherwise, of course, it could be a car, or just running, I guess. I don't know. So I just wanted to show you this. I'm going to go and find the surveillance. I'm going to show you the surveillance right after this, okay? I just wanted to show you what this looks like. Just quickly look. Then we'll go look at that footage.
On your left. Thank you. Oh, mile markers.
Now, this is not the tunnel where Rachel's body was found, but it's very close to where her body was found. D. Lasso, whose houses did she clean? I don't know. She had a cleaning business, so probably many houses, right? I was just thinking, if somebody got in there through this tunnel, from that side, through the tunnel on a bicycle, especially even if you were going to be following someone, stalking someone, you just wait on your bicycle a little bit and wait for them to walk a bit. I mean, to catch up to them will be really quick. If they've got the AirPods in, you could even knock them over with your bicycle. You know what I'm saying?
Through the tunnel. Pretty much I come out here just to stretch my legs, get my exercise in. And like I said, it'd be a good place for beginners or anybody. It's nice and wide, no cliffs, no rocks. Morning. They have artwork, things to read.
I'm just making a point here of look how quickly someone can get through those trails and quickly escape on. There's lots and lots of biking trails around there. That's what I was just thinking today. It might be less plausible now, but I'm not sure. I mean, actually, this guy could be on a bicycle. We don't know. So I'm just showing you this. Then we're going to look at that footage again that the Hartford County Sheriff's Department has just shared. So just hang in there for a few more minutes.
Where I came from.
This is the parking lot where Rachel would have parked. On
Bike
William
does feel
Street.
a lot more squishy with 160. Can still get the front wheel up a little bit.
So this is the part she would have
Alright, here we
walked.
go.
Look how quickly someone
That's
could
fun.
catch up.
Hey, she feels real good after rebuilding it. Get a little pop now. Even better. Steep slope. Okay, what's up here? Oh, it looks like a tree down.
So you can go all over these trails with
This
this
thing
bike.
keeps going on normally,
I do think it's an electric bike. It's very
but
fast.
I don't think anybody's gonna pick up that tree, saw it up and clean it. Maybe sometime. Let's go back. Just good.
But you guys get the point. So, yes, I mean, there's... I've got a lot more for you here. You could see. We've even looking from through the tunnel here. There's a lot. You could just check it out on this channel. Mike Paquette. Even this one. Let's quickly show you this one, and then we're going to look at that footage. Look at all the ways you can get out. Just showing you. I mean, it's just a theory. He probably would likely, someone like that, I don't know. He probably has a car, but you just never know. I mean, I am from the Netherlands now. I'm from South Africa, living in the Netherlands, which is Holland, Amsterdam, as you might know, the city. So we cycle everywhere. I don't have a car. I only have a bicycle. We cycle everywhere. So I was just thinking, what if someone cycled there and then I started going down a rabbit hole? I'm like, oh my word, there are people that cycle a lot there, especially because that Michael Gabrzeski mentioned how he grew up in the area and he cycled there a lot. So I was like, what if someone cycled there? Quick way to get in and out, right? Okay, so here we go with this video that they've just shared on the Hartford County Sheriff's Department. Let me just quickly read to you as well what they said. Okay, and they've got flyers as well. They said the Hartford County Sheriff's Office is requesting assistance in identifying the below depicted individual in relation to the homicide of Rachel Hannah Morin. Okay? 5'9", 160 pounds, approximately 20 to 30 years of age. There's no sound on the video, just so you know. Wow. I am going to pause like you guys are asking me to as well. Sure. Gold chain. And off he goes. No is that no shoes, it looks like? My word. Okay. Let's just see. Yeah, I think he's literally barefoot. Interesting. Zach says, bike video 100% waste of freaking time. Okay, I'm sorry I wasted 4 hours of my time today in preparing that for you to bring a theory. Okay, sorry about that, to have wasted your time. Okay, so just so you know, one more time. They say, so the homicide occurred on August 5th of 2023. So even if you're in the area and you saw someone like this in the area, at the gym, I don't know, somewhere, yeah, if you recognize him, you need to call it in. If you saw him anywhere, if you know anything, right? So they say August 5th, Rachel was brutally murdered while walking on the Morin Trail in Bel Air, Hartford County, Maryland. The unknown male is described as being approximately 5'9", 160 pounds, approximately 20 to 30 years of age, dark hair, muscular build, and is believed to be of Hispanic descent. This is not a current photo within the last 6 months, and the subject's hairstyle may have changed. The individual is believed to have ties to the Los Angeles area and may have been involved in violent crimes in other states. Anyone who can identify this unknown male or has additional information is asked to contact the Hartford County Sheriff's Office at our tip line 410-836-7788 or email rmtips@hartfordsheriff.org. Spirit says whoever closing the door could be the person who found him with the female child, seems to slam the door on him, shirt off like he was caught in the act. That's a scary thought. Thank you so much for your sticker. Okay, let's play it again. There's no visible tattoos or anything that I could see. Now we're doing frame by frame here. There you go. That's a pretty good side profile right there. Okay. And let me just see what they've got. They've also paused it on this. Let me show you. This is how they paused it too. That's the best picture they could get from this footage. So please, if you guys want to screenshot it and share it on social media and all of that as well, that would be great. You say, what's he carrying? I wonder if it's a shirt or something. Okay, we continue on. There. Alright, I'm taking it frame by frame now. Sure. Goodness. They gave the date. They didn't give the specific date of the LA event. They said it was in March of this year. A young lady, they actually said young girl. Young girl was assaulted. So home invasion and assault on an LA girl in March. Very scary, right? Okay, so let's just go back a little bit. Yeah, right there. Okay, here we go one more time. Another good view. Who is he talking to, my word? Okay. There's a hand. Sure. Okay. Brandon says, this isn't funny, but that is the image that will be the best. Great job. Ah, yes, it is. There. And just before that as well. So if you want to look at this on the Facebook page and share it from there as well, please do. Yep. Do you want to zoom in more? You guys are like, zoom it. Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, we can really zoom in now. Not that we don't want to, but there you go. Looks like he's carrying a jacket, you guys are saying. Holding his shoes. Okay. Someone says it looks like large nostrils at this angle. Yeah, right now it does. This as well. Interesting, interesting. Sure. Scary stuff. So there's actually video of the suspected killer. Based on DNA, that's some pretty solid evidence. So you know what I mean? That's... What a press conference. Oh my word. Okay, last time. Okay. That's it. Wow. No visible tattoos. Yeah, you say shame. It is a shame. There's no visible tattoos. Something to distinguish him, which I wonder if that's part of the calculation, right? How do we know? Okay, let me just quickly see if there's anything else that I wanted to share with you. Oh, they said the Hartford County Sheriff's Department, oh, now we all zoomed in, is planning to have cameras along that whole route now, which is a good idea. We go like this. Rachel Morin investigation. Hartford County plans camera network along popular Bel Air. Hartford County's executive promises to add cameras to the popular Bel Air trail where authorities found the body of 37-year-old Rachel Morin, a mother of 5, earlier this month. County Executive Bob Casilli told WJZ investigator Mike Helgren that they are working with experts who have installed cameras at park facilities in other Maryland counties. He said it's too early to determine how many cameras will be installed or where they'll be placed. We are working with BGE and some of the various contractors to get the expertise on how many cameras, where the cameras need to be, the types of cameras, and the like. I'm not willing to hazard a guess as to how many cameras we need to provide the level of coverage or where those cameras need to be placed. We defer to the experts who do this stuff for a living. So that's something I wanted to show you. And I mean, now the map is not going to help us, but this is a map of all the SOs in the area. So thank you to Phil for sending this to me. Really appreciate it. And also, here's the Hartford County Sheriff's Department website. So if you are looking for, like, where is the tip line and everything, it's in the description box of every video on this case. I've got a playlist on this case as well if you want to catch up. And you can just click on here if you want to submit a tip. You can also, they say Office of Media Public Relations, so one could email there. If you want the video for yourself, you can download the press release and things like that. Okay? Jacqueline says, I feel like he's familiar to that house. Interesting. Cato says necklace and his ears stick out. His ears are like kind of slanted like that. I mean, I don't know. I really hope that they can catch him quick. Let this not be another Delphi where you're like, this bridge guy. Let this not be door guy. Let's catch this guy. You know, let's hope they cuff him very soon. That somebody recognizes him and that he will be brought to justice. Okay, they also, this one I wanted to show you quickly, where they say Rachel Morin murder eerily similar to high-profile cases of female joggers killed by strangers. So I was going to go over all of these because it is very possible that it could be a stranger, which is what they're saying. This could be someone, you know, that's a violent perpetrator practically out of nowhere with terrible intentions. It may have just spotted her, as I say, maybe at the gym, maybe even outside the tanning studio or somewhere that day and thought, okay, and then followed her. Or maybe just somebody waiting there on that trail. That's also possible. So I'm just going to scroll through some here. They say the former homicide detective Chandra Levy was reporting on the ground from the nation's capital when Chandra Levy was found dead in Rock Creek Park, a 2.7 square mile park in the center of Washington, D.C. in May 2002 after she vanished from a jog in May of 2001. She was reportedly having an affair with a former congressman at the time of her disappearance. And that year, authorities arrested Ingmar Gwandik, an undocumented immigrant and known MS-13 gang member involved in other abductions of women in connection with Levy's abduction and murder. In 2011, he was sentenced to serve 60 years in prison. Then there's also Molly Tibbetts. 20, also vanished while running on a rural road outside her hometown of Brooklyn, Iowa on July 18th of 2018. Right? Someone's asking what's hanging out of his pocket. I don't know. We can all go scrutinize it there on Facebook, and I agree. Tom Miller says check the gym cameras. I agree. So I will link this article so that you can read through this, okay? Karina Vetrano, many of you have sent me this as well. The point of this is that there are actually quite a shocking amount of cases where joggers were attacked by random, violent sexual perpetrators. Eliza Fletcher, I covered that case extensively as well on my channel. That was so shocking, oh my word. So, yeah, sending all of the family and friends of Rachel Morin so much love and support right now. And of course, the boyfriend, the ex-boyfriends, the baby daddies, everyone that, you know, would be part of the normal usual suspect speculation that is natural, that happens. Alina says, Law, I didn't know you could buy jewelry. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Thank you so much, Alina. So yes, so you can find the flyer, you can find the video on the Hartford County Sheriff's Department Facebook page. Okay, so go check it out there, download it, share it on Twitter, everywhere you can. The more we share it, the better. Okay, so share. You can share this episode as well. If that's the one thing you do today, that's great. Please do that. I really hope let's hope there's a press conference tomorrow, like, oh my word, we've arrested, imagine that, oh my word. Well, it's today for me, because right now it's 2:30 in the morning. So, yes, thank you so much, everyone. There was a whole bunch I still wanted to show you, but now, this news was huge, and we're going to have to all process this and share as much as possible, and I look forward to the day when they say, and I hope it's very soon, we've got him. We got the guy. So, yes. Thank you so much, mods. I know this was a very busy chat. Thank you so much to all my patrons, members, all the supporters, everyone that bought stickers today. Thank you for supporting the work that I do. So, yes. And if you want to follow the Rachel Morin Missing group, you can do that on Facebook as well. Let me just quickly find Rebecca's page. That would be Rachel's sister. Because she's sharing about this trail of flowers, okay? This is happening on Saturday. So if you're on the area, go represent the Grizzlies, please, and take some photos if you can. Go and show the family support, okay? Trail of Flowers and Light, Rachel Morin. Our church family in Maine, New Hampshire, is also doing a walk locally as they're not able to attend ours in Maryland. Please share to all the local groups and share to your personal pages. Please, if you live in the area, we'd love to see pictures and videos of the Maine, New Hampshire walk. So remember, Rachel Morin is originally from New Hampshire. So yes, there will be a walk happening. We, the family of Rachel Morin, would like to invite all men, women, and children, if you would like, from the community to join us on Saturday, August 19th for the Remembering Rachel Morin Walk. Together as a family and a community, we can grieve the tragic loss of a woman who was so full of life. Please join us as, let me just make it bigger for you. Please join us as we pray and mourn for our beloved Rachel. We are hoping to have a trail of flowers and light to line both sides of the trail for our walk on the Marn Parr Trail. If you are able to, we ask that you bring flowers and a battery-operated candle to lay on either side of the trail somewhere as we walk Rachel's last steps. We'll meet at 11 a.m. at the William Street entrance. Then at 11:30 we'll begin walking. We'll walk to the end of the first half of the trail, Tollgate Road and back. There will be a very limited amount of t-shirts available at no cost. We'll release the business name in a few days. If there are any other businesses that wish to make and donate t-shirts as well, please message me after the walk. If you want to stop by Flavor in Bel Air, they have agreed to donate a portion of all sales that day to the fund for Rachel's children. Thank you. We ask that everyone who reads this, please share. If you are media, we only request that if you quote the above statement, you do so in its entirety. Lisa says, can't tell you how much you're appreciated, Grizzly True Crime. Thank you, too, for all the great mods. Thank you so much, Lisa. I really appreciate it. I'm going to get some rest now. I've got a busy day again tomorrow. You may or may not see me appear somewhere. I'll let you know. If you're on Patreon, I'll keep you guys posted. I always do on what's happening behind the scenes. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow because Brian Koberger is going to be back in court. And so they won't be live streaming it, I don't think. The Zoom link's only for family. So it's probably going to be, again, like every Koberger appearance in court, where afterwards we see the footage. So once that's available, the court date, it's happening tomorrow. Well, today for me, but at 10:30 a.m., in Idaho time. And Idaho's got 2 time zones. So exactly where they are in their court, right? 10:30. And so I'll keep you posted. As soon as something's out, as soon as we know something, we'll go live and talk about it, okay? Thank you so much, everyone. And I will see you in the next one. Stay safe.